Hi, I'm Dale Lars Sanderson. I'm coming to you from smallbusinessideasforseniors.com. And today I want to talk to you about some FAQs. FAQs are frequently asked questions. And to tell you the truth, I snuck one or two should ask questions in there on it too. So let's start off here. Most people want to know, what should I sell? Well, in my opinion, that's real simple. Sell what you know how to do. What do you mean, sell what I know how to do? You know how to do something. And especially as a senior citizen, you know how to do a lot of things. And among those many things will be something that somebody will pay you to do. Okay? Now, the next thing is, sell what I must, or what you must. When I started out, I had one thing I wanted to sell, so I must sell my farrier services, and that's what I did. So these things are pretty self-explanatory if you just think about it. Now, next thing, sell what you got. All of us sooner or later end up with more than what we need. So you can just sell it. And I remember one time I got carried away with at a farm auction, and I bought 52 toy Ford tractors. I had to sell them because who needs that many? And then probably one of the most important things, if you've got the chance, is to sell what sells. And you'll discover that real fast. But in the process, you'll pick up some real ideas on, hey, people are buying these things. Well, then sell those things. Now, the last thing, and it's probably the least important, but can be the most fun, is sell what you like. But what you like has nothing to do with what people will buy. You should understand that. Just because you like a Mexican sombrero with purple tassels does not mean you can sell a whole bunch of those. You might be able to, but you'll find out. Okay, next thing, how do I tell people about what I got? Well, first of all, you can talk to them. That's called word of mouth marketing. We're all familiar with that. But when you got something to sell, you do a little bit more. The other thing is, as one of my favorites, and because very few people use it, you got signage. Now that encompasses a lot of things. It can be as simple as a business card. And it's pretty easy to hand those out. You don't have to be a world-renowned salesman to do that. You say, here's my card. Call me. Flyers. You can make them any way you want. You can have them made. I've done both. I've had ordered flyers online. I've also designed my own flyer, and I go down to someplace like Kinko's and have them print up a bunch for me. Okay, yard signs, road signs, automobile door signs, they all work. And you're running around your automobile all the time. Every time you go out for lunch, you go someplace, people walk by, they'll see your sign. They may not stop and ask you about it right then, but they'll remember that you exist. So that's called paint your wagon. It's one of my favorite methods. And another thing is window signs. Now, window signs can be in your home, in your store, and it can even be in, back to the automobile again, they make some real nice stencil signs that you can put on the side windows of your car, and even the back window, as long as you don't obscure your rear view rear view vision, you'll be all right. Okay, after that, classified ads. This is a very neglected thing. I love classified ads. It can be places like Craigslist, Back Pages, YouTube. You can make videos and people can find them. And Angie's List, I've never used it myself, but I hired a guy named Pete. He had a real fancy business name. It's called Pete's Remodeling. I hired him off of Angie's List, and I used him for well over a year off and on, making repairs and remodeling my farmhouse. And he built his whole business on Angie's List. He keeps busy full time. He's an amazingly good man. And nice thing about Angie's List is you can build up your reputation right there, and you'll get your high rankings and people will call you. Now, little paper classifieds. Back home we used to call that little nickel. Little yellow paper, and they came out with classifieds. They used to be a good deal. They were reasonably priced. They got a little bit higher up, and then they did a real nasty on me one time, and I quit using them. But that doesn't mean you have to quit using them. So you can consider any of those classified ad deal because they have traffic. And that's what you need. You need people to see your offer. Okay, the last thing you need to do, in my opinion, is have a blog. I think you should have a blog, but typically that, when we start off online, we need to either make some money or sell something, and we do what's easiest, and I've already told you about that. Now, next thing is, you can build a blog, and that will be quite possibly your home on the internet. I have, through the course of time, had quite a few blogs, and I'm trying to concentrate now on at least having a blog with my name on it. I can use it for anything, but I don't do a lot of marketing off of it, but some. But develop a blog, and that way people get to know you and they can come back and see what you're doing. Okay, what do I charge? That's always a good question. You gotta test. You gotta test your prices. I like to charge as much as I can and still maintain the volume I need to be comfortable. In other words, you know what you need to make online, and so you can either sell a few of expensive things or a lot of low price things. It's up to you. But again, test. And the rule is, if inventory is low, sell higher. And if inventory is high, sell lower. All right, how should you guarantee or have a warranty? Yep, you need to do that because first of all, most payment processors require you to have some sort of warranty period. That can be 30 days, 60 days. But if you get a request from somebody that says he doesn't like what you sold him, give them the money back before they ever go to your payment processor, because your payment processor keeps track of those chargebacks, and you don't want that. You can avoid some of the returns by making sure you write up your product descriptions and everything so that you explain exactly what they're going to get. If you don't tell them exactly what they're going to get and you sell them something and they think they're buying something different, they're going to want their money back. So do the best you can and make sure they know what they're buying. Okay, thanks for stopping by today. This is Dale Lars Sanderson, and I'll see you on down the line. Thank you.